Mi 6X was launched by Xiaomi in China on Wednesday. The mid-range smartphone from the Chinese manufacturer comes with Android 8.1 Oreo-based MIUI 9.5, but in India, it is expected to come with stock Android UI. The Mi 6 or Mi A2 is likely to be released in India in the next few months, and its notable features include Snapdragon 660, up to 6GB of RAM, Xiaomi's digital assistant, and other AI integrations in the camera. The Mi 6X or Mi A2 looks quite similar to the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and it will compete with it in Indian market because of its pricing. While several smartphones have already saturated the budget to mid-range segment, Asus also recently launched a new affordable smartphone called Zenfone Max Pro M1 in India. The Redmi Note 5 Pro is so far dominating the market with its compelling hardware and MIUI features. But the new Zenfone smartphone had arrived with a list of attractive features to take on the competition, including a dual rear camera setup, thin bezel display, metal body, a large battery, and a stock Android experience. The dual SIM Xiaomi Mi 6X or Mi A2 sports a 5.99-inch 18:9 display. It runs MIUI 9.5 based on Android 8.1 Oreo, though in India it will likely come with stock Android based on the same build. The smartphone is powered by octa-core Snapdragon 660 with Adreno 512 GPU. It comes in three variants: 4GB of RAM plus 64GB of storage, 6GB of RAM plus 64GB of storage, and 6GB of RAM plus 128GB of storage. The smartphone also has a fingerprint unlock with up to 5 finger recognition. In terms of optics, the Mi 6X or Mi A2 sports a dual rear camera setup with 12-megapixel primary Sony IMX486 sensor, 1.75 aperture, and 1.25 micron pixels, and a 20-megapixel secondary Sony IMX376 sensor with the same aperture but 1 micron pixel size. In terms of optics, the Mi 6X or Mi A2 sports a dual rear camera setup with 12-megapixel primary sensor and 20-megapixel secondary sensor. It also comes with face detection autofocus and dual-tone LED flash. Meanwhile, the selfie camera has a 20-megapixel Sony IMX376 sensor with 1.75 aperture and fixed focal length and soft LED flash. Also, there is AI scene recognition for better colors in the photos, as well as portrait mode. The Xiaomi Mi 6X or Mi A2 comes with AI features such as AI background bokeh, AI Smart Beauty 4.0, AI currency conversion, and more. It also supports facial recognition technology along with the fingerprint sensor on the back. In terms of battery capacity, the Mi 6X or Mi A2 is fueled by 3010 mAh battery and comes with support for Quick Charge 3.0. Notably, there is no 3.5mm earphone jack this time. Sensors in the handset include accelerometer, ambient light sensor, gyroscope, and proximity sensor. It also boasts of AI-powered translation and can convert text from Chinese languages to English, French, German, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, and Indian languages. The dual SIM Redmi Note 5 Pro runs Android Nougat-based MIUI 9 and has a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus display with an 18:9 aspect ratio and a 2.5D curved glass. There's an octa-core Snapdragon 636 paired with Adreno 509 GPU and 4GB and 6GB RAM options. The smartphone has a dual rear camera setup with a 12 megapixel primary sensor and a 5 megapixel secondary sensor. On the front, the handset has a 20 megapixel camera sensor with a selfie LED flash. On the storage front, the Redmi Note 5 Pro has 64GB of inbuilt storage that is expandable via microSD card in a hybrid dual SIM format. The dual SIM Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 runs pure Android 8.1 Oreo out of the box and features a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus Full View IPS display with 450 nits of brightness, 83% screen-to-body ratio, and 2.5D arc glass panel. The smartphone is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 coupled by Adreno 509 GPU. For storage expansion, it will support microSD cards of up to 2 TB capacity. On the back, the Zenfone Max Pro M1 has the vertically placed dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel primary omnivision sensor with a secondary 5 megapixel sensor with dedicated depth sensing functionality to enhance bokeh effects. On the front, the smartphone has an 8 megapixel sensor with an 2.0 aperture lens that has 85.5 degree view angle. The front camera supports a face unlock feature. Furthermore, the rear and front cameras both are accompanied by soft LED flashes.